25, Danielle Portella. And number 31, Chloe Deshae. Your coaching staff, John Lefebvre, Tom King, and Sebastian Castonguay. Team Ontario. Now the lineup for your host team, Team New Brunswick. Leading up, number 4, Alex Hussey. Number 11, Willie Delaney. Number 2, Jordan Fulton. Number 13, Ryan Gregg. Number 6, Cameron Bartlett. Number 3, Owen Lomas. Number 8, Spencer Randall. Number 7, Keegan Duffley. Number 5, Mikey Delaney. Number 15, Maddie Gardner. Number 12, Kyle Boulis. Number 14, Hudson Johnston. Number 9, Jacob McCarthy. And number 10, Ryan Oram.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to Memorial Field. My name is Nathan Belleville. I'll be the broadcaster for today. Had a little bit of delay today because of the rain early this morning, as each things got backed up a little bit to an hour. The last game took a little bit longer than that. Like I said, welcome to the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick, exclusive on Bell Alliant Community One, the leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic Canada. We just got done introducing both teams, but I'll give it to you myself. Leading off for Team Ontario, first baseman, number 36, Ben Dudek. Batting second, number 21, Aiden Dupuis, playing left field. Batting third, Ben Wells, number 46, third baseman. Batting fourth, Terrace Okermunchuk, number 37, the pitcher. Mallory Hayes will bat in the fifth hole, number 22, the right fielder. Annabella Davey playing center field, number 33. Connor Colvin, number 41, will be playing center field, and you'll have Annabella playing left field. Will Fachuk will be catching number 45 for Team Ontario. And Dawson Petterskeen will be playing shortstop, batting last for Team Ontario. Starting lineup for Team NB, batting first, number 4, Alex Hayes, third baseman. He'll be leading second will be number 11, Will Delaney, catching. Batting third, number 2, Jordan Fortin, center fielder. Batting fourth, 13, Ryan Craig, pitching. Batting fifth, number 6, Cameron Bartlett, left fielder. Batting sixth, Owen Lonas, first baseman. Batting 7, Spencer Randall, shortstop. Batting 8th, Keegan Duffley, right field. And Mike Delaney hitting in the 9th hole, playing second base. Will now rise for the national anthem.
Before we throw the first pitch, I'd ask for umpire Steve Hashey to come down on the field here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back. My name is Nathan Beliveau. I'll be the broadcaster for today's day.
Just very quickly, folks, there's a lot of St. Johners here tonight, and I've been told it's somebody's special day today. It's their birthday. For those of you who don't know, Steve Hashey.
Yes, one of the umpires, local umpires in St. John, it's his birthday. Steve Hashey.
79 years now.
They're saying he's 79 years
Sure
old.
what that says about
Probably a legend for umpires around here in St. John.
So we got one little thing for you.
So Team MB is going to sing happy birthday to Stephen Hashey to embarrass him. And Team
Everybody,
MB.
please look at Steve while the song is playing.
Steve Hashey doesn't look impressed right now as he's loving it. The show's always all about him, as we say. Then again, my name is Nathan Beliveau. I'll be the broadcaster for today's game here between Team Ontario and Team New Brunswick. New Brunswick wearing green tops with green lettering with the white trim.
I'd like to call on Chris Bartlett.
You have Team Ontario wearing the burgundy. Burgundy. Team Ontario, as they call on Chris Bartlett to throw out the first pitch. He's got many years playing as he's one of the coaches for the St. John Alpines, the Senior Baseball League. He'll throw out his first pitch to nephew, Cameron Bartlett. A lot of people in attendance today for the game. Say on hand, we probably have 400 or 500 people here at Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. Tonight, it is a little bit foggy. Fog is a bit up. Bit cool. Everyone's got their jackets on, but yet there's still people walking around here with shorts. Again, you can get me on Twitter at 19 Beliveau. Beliveau, we got at 19 Boudreau on there for some reason. Good old fishy boy is falling asleep behind the wheel. But hey, that's all right. We'll get a correction on there, ladies and gentlemen. As Fishy, it's probably about a 100th game, and he doesn't know a thing about baseball. But, hey, we will give him a round of applause for that one today. Wakey, wakey, smell the roses. Your home team for today will be Team Ontario. You'll have Team New Brunswick lead off first, as you'll have Alex Hussey, Will Delaney, and Jordan Fortin, the first three hitters for Team NB today. I'll be back with you more coverage for the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. My name is Nathan Beliveau. You can get me on Twitter at 19 Beliveau, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back with you, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships in St. John, New Brunswick. My name is Nathan Beliveau. I'll be the broadcaster for today's game. As Ontario takes the field, the pitcher for Team Ontario will be Taras Okramchuk. Starting behind the plate, good old Will Feschuk. As members of Will Feschuk, family members watching in Ottawa, Mississauga, Calgary, and Melbourne, Australia. welcome aboard, folks. He definitely knows you're in his heart. Wish you guys were here in St. John, New Brunswick on this cold evening. But this won't stop ball, folks, as the first pitch from good old Taras Okramchuk as it's thrown for ball number 1, I believe, as I was checking my notes. And the pitch, wind up. Alex Huxley. Alex Hussey with a big rip in there for Team New Brunswick as he wears number 4. He will be playing third base for Team New Brunswick. Alex Hussey's father, Mark Hussey, had a good sprint in pro hockey. And foul ball, as I believe someone just got hit in the stands, if not very close, on a foul ball from Alex Hussey. Back to that, by the way, Mark Hussey himself played a little bit of pro hockey himself for the St. John Flames in the American Hockey League. He's also played for the Fredericton Canadiens, affiliate of the Montreal Canadiens. He now resides back here in St. John. And may baby Hussey that's at the plate now as he sees a 2-2 count for the first batter of today's contest. 2-2 and the pitch from Terrace and a high fastball. And Alex Hussey goes chasing for strikeout number 1 for Taras Okramchuk. Usually better at bats for Alex Hussey than that. That'll bring up catcher number 11, Will Delaney. Will Delaney hitting big. There's Frankie Boy from good old Team Quebec. Got Team Quebec giving the shout-outs from down below. First pitch, breaking ball high for ball number 1 for Taras Okramchuk. As Will Delaney, actually 1-1 count. Will Delaney stepping in for Team New Brunswick. A lot of people on board for today's game, folks. Fastball inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of people on hand, I said. A lot of spectators from Team Ontario, Team New Brunswick. Quebec's in the house. Earlier today, we had a 22-0 beat for Team Quebec over Team Saskatchewan. And we had Team Alberta, Team British Columbia playing. And that was a 9-8 comeback for Team Alberta. 9-8 comeback for Team Alberta in the bottom of the 7th as they were losing 8-7, I believe, to Team BC just before this game. As every game was pushed back an hour today. And a big hit from Will Delaney to center. And it's over his head, ladies and gentlemen, to the wall. And he just legs out a double. He's turning it on to triple. He's got to get down. Wow, and he legs out a triple, folks. Heck of an AB by him.
Now at the bat for Team NB, number 2.
Great at bat by Will Delaney, folks, as he just legs out a triple. Those wheels right around the horn. Mama missed it, I think, as she's to my left as he smashed one to center field over the head as it had warning track power. But Mom again volunteering for the tournament, and she misses it. But hey, she knows it's in the hearts as Will Delaney smashes one as he's on third base for Team NB. Back to the at-bat. That brings up number 2. Good old Jordan Fortin, center fielder for Team New Brunswick, as he sees 2 strikes early in the count. Taras Okramchuk with the delivery. Smashes by Jordan Fortin over. And it's gone! Jordan Fortin hits a dinger, brings in Willie Delaney with a smash to the wall. Back-to-back smashes by the wall for Jordan Fortin with the home run. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 Team NB. Jordan Fortes seeing the ball well for Team New Brunswick in this tournament. That'll bring up the fourth hole. The pitcher, number 13, Ryan Craig. Ryan Craig pitching left-handed for Team New Brunswick here in the bottom half of the first inning. Strike number 1. Like I said, folks, Team Ontario is the way, and Team New Brunswick will be the home team for this contest. As Ryan Craig sees pitch number 1 from Okrumchuk for strike number 1, as he just sees one in the middle of my words for strike number 2. Swinging at a high, fastball high, and he tried to take it out of here. Okrumchuk with the delivery. Fastball low for ball 1. 1-2 count. 1 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the top half of the first, as we got Team New Brunswick leading 2-0. Change up. Gets Ryan Craig for strike number 3. 2 strikeouts.
Now batting number 6, Cameron.
2 strikeouts for Taras Okrumchuk. As that brings up Cameron Bartlett, the left fielder for Team New Brunswick. The first pitch from Okrumchuk. Fastball high, but Bartlett fouls it off for strike number 1. On deck for Team New Brunswick, number 3, Owen Lonis. Pitch from Okrumchuk. Fastball again. As Cameron Bartlett's going up there swinging today, folks, and that's what you need to be successful in this tournament. Get the bat off the shoulder early as he sees strike 2. Seeing the ball well this week, Cameron Bartlett, as he gets back in there. Okrumchuk with the delivery. Breaking ball high as he sees ball 1 at the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Team NB in the top half of the first inning as they lead 2-0 over Ontario. And the pitch, strike 3 right down the middle of the plate as that retires the inning for 3 strikeouts for good old Okrumchuk. Total of pitches, 23, I believe. For Taras Okrumchuk. That'll bring him up. Good old Team Ontario will lead the bottom half of the second, or bottom half of the first, as they're losing 2-0. The Team NB, as they're the home team in this one. Get my minds confused nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long tournament, but hey, we are getting through it. Don't be afraid to tweet us at 19Belleville. Give me your thoughts on the game and what you're thinking and all the people you're cheering for across. You're watching the Canadian Little League Championships on Bell Alliant Community One, the leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic Canada. Visit community1.bellalliant.ca for the daily schedules of the upcoming events and webcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nathan Belleville. I'll be back with you live from Memorial Field for more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. We're back live for more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. My name is Nathan Belleville. I'll be your broadcaster for today. That'll bring up number 36 for Team Ontario, Ben Dudick. He'll lead off in the bottom half of the first inning for Team Ontario. Couple shout-outs, Ryan Frazier giving me a couple corrections as my pronunciations are brutal, as we all know. I'm a glorified laundryman for my actual job. Couple corrections. It'll be Annabelle and Will Feschuk will be the corrections. Drew giving me a chirp right away. Great to hear from you, Drew. Remember the corrections for last names. Thanks, Tips. I'm going to try the best I can. We get a lot of different players here. A lot of names to remember. As we see strike number 1, 1-1 count for on the mount, Ryan Craig for Team MB. Tall left-hander as he brings the heat fast, but is he controllable? We'll find out. Strike number 2 for Team MB. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Ben Dudek. He's playing first base for Team Ontario. And the pitch. Fastball low. 2-2 count. Will Delaney behind the plate catching for Team MB. Fastball away. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the first batter for Team Ontario. We got a lot of people ordering food below us. It's making me hungry. You can hear it on the mics brought to you by Bell Lion. Community 1. Fastball wide, and that's ball 4. First leadoff guy on for Team Ontario. As that will bring up Aiden Dupuis playing left field for good old Team Ontario. 2-0 lead here, the bottom half of the second inning for Team NB. Ryan Craig with the delivery. Fastball, and he steals, straight steal. No throw whatsoever. As he sees ball 1 of the at-bat. Ryan Craig with the pick off to second, throws it to the outfield. Luckily, there's no advancing on the runners there. Nobody there as he turns to fire. I don't know what he was thinking, folks, but hey, no damage done. 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Craig with the pitch. Aiden Dupuis backing out of the batter's box a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. Strike number 1. For Team NB. Ryan Craig with the breaking ball for ball number 2. Might be 2-1 count. We got a couple spectators in the building today. Good old Scotty Too Hottie. Good local gentleman in St. John. 3 balls, 1 strike for Ryan Craig. As he's on the mount for Team NB. Fastball away, we see 2 back-to-back walks for Team New Brunswick. Not a good start for Ryan Craig on the mount. The key to this tournament, folks, throwing lots of strikes. Keep your pitch count down. Get the outs early. Ryan Craig on the mount, facing Ben Wells for Team Ontario. 3rd batter of the inning. Team Ontario, fastball to the outside, 1-1 count. A lot of people here, folks, today. Hard fastball hit to the first baseman, gets through Lonis. Good old number 7, Keegan Duffley couldn't hammer it, so it goes to the wall. That will drive 1 run in. Ben Dudek and Aiden Dupuis round the house, and it's a 2-2 ball game here at Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. As Team MB calls a timeout, as they will talk to the pitcher. That's a triple for Ben Wells, as he drives in 2. Good job by Ben Wells. That'll bring up Taras Okramchuk, pitcher for Team Ontario. I'll be back with you live for more coverage from the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live from the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. Shout out from Andrew Case, pitcher in the Toronto Blue Jays organization, giving a shout out, watching the game. Good luck, Team MB. Andrew Case playing out of Vancouver for the Vancouver Canadians, was with the Lansing Lugnuts earlier in the year. Drew, how many runs, including a win, would we need to make the semis? Drew, I am not too sure, as I haven't been watching too closely. I've been just trying to broadcast and mingle with friends and family. But that's a good question. I'll try to find that out for you. Back to action, Ryan Craig. 2 fastballs to the dirt as they're running in. Ben Dudek gets into the plate. Team Ontario now with the lead, 3-2. As Team MB has to pick up the slacks a little bit. They seem to be moping a little bit around the field, which can't be happening. 2 balls to the count. Got to get back to the grind for Team New Brunswick. Ryan Craig with the pitch. Fastball high to Taras Okramchuk. 3 balls to the count. Got some dogs in the house today. A lot of pups. 3 balls to the count here for Ryan Craig on the mount for Team New Brunswick. With the pitch, fastball for strike. So we have a 3-1 count for Taras Okramchuk for Team Ontario as they have a 3-2 lead here in the first. Fastball high for ball number 4. That's 4. That's 3 straight balls. Or walks, I must say, as they got 1 crank to the wall, which helped them out. They'll bring up number 22, Mallory Hayes. Mallory Hayes in the plate. Ryan Craig, a steal from Okramchuk. Gets in there safely. Steal the third, off the edge of the glove of Alex Hussey, as they would have had him at third base, folks, but he is in safely. 3-2 ball game for Team Ontario with Mallory Hayes up the plate, wearing number 22 for Team Ontario. And the pitch, and that's a strike number 3 for Mallory. And so that's out number 1 for Team New Brunswick. Annabelle Davey at the plate, wearing number 33 for Team Ontario. Ryan Craig with the delivery. Fastball to the outside. He's throwing a lot of balls today as he's trying to redeem himself on the mount. As I can see Team New Brunswick coming with a switch here pretty soon, folks, as they need a win just as much as Team Ontario needs it to advance here to the semis. Fastball. A late swing by Annabelle for strike number 1 in the count. 1-1. With the delivery, Craig. Breaking ball low. Gets past the catcher as he's coming in full throttle. And he gets in there as it becomes 4-2 ball game. For Team Ontario. Annabelle swang through that one, so I don't think it was a ball. I think it was a 1 ball, 2 strikes, but I'm not too sure, to be exact. But hey, I'm up in the commentator's booth. It's saying 1 ball, 2 strike. Yep, strike number 3. As that's a second strikeout. So there you have it, folks. Back-to-back Ks. As she was Cade looking. That brings up Connor Colvin. Center fielder wearing number 41 Seen him throw a couple innings already this tournament. As there's 2 out with nobody on, as Team Ontario with the comeback in the first inning, winning 4-2. Craig with the delivery. Breaking ball high as Connor Colvin backs out of the batter's box to see ball number 1. It's a breezy one here in St. John. The Volunteers are a little bit cold, but hey, they're still plugging away at this event. Big credit to them. There's been lots of volunteering. There's been numerous hours away from their real jobs, making no money at this event to make sure it's a success. And it has been so far. The rain's been holding off. And that's a big thing here in St. John, New Brunswick. As that's a strike, so that's a 2-2 count for Connor Colvin. For Team Ontario, Ryan Craig with the pitch, 2-2 count. Fastball for strike number 3, 3 Ks in a row. Got through almost all the order, leaving the 8-9 hitters to lead off the next inning for Team Ontario. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the second inning. You'll see Owen Lonas, Spencer Randall, and Keegan Duffley coming in for good old Team NB. I'll be back here with you with some more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field.
Don't forget, walk on out, you're on the 242 marker. You want to get yourself something to eat. You do need, they'll be closing down pretty soon. You get the Mike's Corner there. The less you know about what goes on behind the scenes there, the more you're going to enjoy your meal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. My name is Nathan Beliveau. I'm your broadcaster for today's game. You can get us on Twitter at 19Beliveau. Leading off for Team New Brunswick at the bottom or top half of the second inning, number 3, Owen Lonas. Still on the mound for Team Ontario, Taras Okramchuk for Team Ontario with the pitch. Ball 1 high for Owen Lonas. Being in the leadoff spot here, as Owen Lonas put one off the wall the other day. Almost taken out of the park. Ball inside. 2 balls to the count. A lot of lineup for food down below. We'll be getting that on the mic. Bag of chips, bag of popcorn. Holy smokes. Lots of food going around this ballpark. Back to action. There's 2 balls to Owen Lonas. Okramchuk with the pitch. Strike number 1 for Owen Lonas. 2 balls, 1 strike from St. John, New Brunswick. It is a cold one here in St. John, folks. As the night gets damper and later, it is definitely getting a lot more colder here. But hey, it is what it is. We got Nate the Great in the building. Seeing down low with Reynolds, baby. Just chilling with them. Rocking the Blue Jays hat. Nana coming in live from St. John with a 2-2 count for Owen Lonas at the plate. As he is my neighbor, but it is what it is. Okramchuk with the delivery. Fastball high as he sees a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ladies and gentlemen, Okramchuk still on the mound for Team Ontario with the pitch. Fastball hit by Lonas to the right fielder, and it is caught. Wow. Annabelle out there, and she makes the catch for Team Ontario, so that's out number 1. That's out number 1. for Team New Brunswick. Spencer Randall, shortstop for Team New Brunswick. Coming up to bat.
Yes, can I get 2 hot chocolate, please?
4-2 game for Team Ontario in the second inning. As umpires are going to talk here.
3 hot chocolates, please.
I don't know if the fog is an issue of this one, as there's a heavy fog just coming in over the light, so when that ball gets in the air, it is hard to see. Coach is talking to the umpire. We're used to this in St. John, but Team Ontario complaining right away about the fog.
Folks, so if you're taking pictures from the stands, because of the lighting right now, do not use flashes. Do not use the flashes on your cameras or your cellular devices. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're asking fans to stop using the flash on their cameras as it's interrupting the game with the lighting and everything else. First pitch for Okrumchuk, strike 1 against number 8, Spencer Randall. 1 strike to the count for Okrumchuk with the delivery. Fastball high. Ball number 1. 1-1 count. With the delivery. Ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. As there's lots of cold people here in St. John tonight. As Spencer takes a big rip at that one and just misses it for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes from St. John, New Brunswick. Okrumchuk with the delivery. Fastball wide as he's throwing a heavy ball here today. Let's give a little shout out to some of our Twitter followers following the game today. Drew's still on here. Drew, it is foggy here. I bet the weather is great in Ottawa. BD, it's foggy night in St. John, eh? You're right about that. And Regina, greetings from Regina. Good luck, MB kids. Thanks, hon. Great hearing from you. Other than that, folks, 3-2 count. Fastball hit by good old Spencer Randall to the outfield of Annabelle as she makes the throw to second. So he will stay at first base as that gets a good old hit for St. John. Spencer Randall, second batter of the inning. That will bring up 7. Keegan Duffley, right fielder for Team New Brunswick, as Spencer Randall will be on first base. Doesn't take any time to hack away, as that's strike number 1 with the fouled off by good old number 7, Keegan Duffley. 1 strike aboard for him in a 4-2 contest so far for Team NB. Fastball behind the plate, as it's a 1-1 count with good old Spencer Randall getting on the 2-bagger. Keegan Duffley still at the plate. I got a good fan base behind me here tonight. Got the mother and the grandmother-in-law in the building with good old Scotty Too Hottie up here. I think they're trying to get out of the cold for a little bit, making an excuse to come up to the announcer's booth. But hey, it is what it is. 2 balls, 1 strike. Okrumchuk with the delivery. Foul ball off Keegan Duffley for strike number 2. Gives a 2-2 count. Fishy looks a little bored beside me, flicking cameras left, right, and center. But hey, it is what it is, and it's his job. With the pitch, Okrumchuk with the breaking ball to the outside for ball number 3. Full count, 1 out for Keegan Duffley of Team New Brunswick. Okrumchuk looking him down at second base. Spencer Randall there with the pitch. Fastball in the dirt, as that's a big at-bat for Team NB. Keegan Duffley now on base with a base on balls. Brings in the 9th hitter, the second baseman, Mike Delaney. two Delaney boys both playing on the team. As Will had an awesome hit there in the first inning for Team New Brunswick. Okrumchuk with the fastball inside, just misses him. As each guy is awarded another base with the fastball behind the catcher. That puts Spencer Randall on third base. And Keegan Duffley will round second. 1 ball to the count on the 4-2 contest so far for Team NB. Team Ontario winning this one so far. Fastball for strike number 1. 1-1 count against Mike Delaney. As Nana's being a little biased, I think, with Team NB here. And she thought that was low, and I thought it was right there. 2 balls, 1 strike for Terrace Okrumchuk of Team Ontario, hurling a gem so far with the pitch. Fastball straight up. And it hit the top of the score booth for a foul ball. 2-2 count, folks, here in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. A lot of hype around this tournament, folks, as little kids been asking for autographs. The whole works here during this tournament. Like I said earlier, you got Team Quebec in the house watching this game today, as they've been a big powerhouse in this tournament so far. Undefeated. They got a good hit machine and they got lots of pitching. That's what you need to win tournaments. That being said, folks, 3 balls, 2 strike for Mike Delaney. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Okrumchuk getting the sign and the pitch. Fastball high with 2 back-to-back walks as we get a bases loaded for Team New Brunswick on the back starting lineup for Team NB with Alex Hussey with the K in the first inning. But that won't shy him away today, folks. Alex Hussey coming in twice for good old Team NB. Team Ontario with the quick timeout. Alfonso in the house. Alfonso here today, boys? He's not. Oh, we got Antonio Barfado is here today, guys, watching the game. That's a quick timeout for Team Ontario coaches. That'll bring in Alex Hussey with bases loaded. 1 out. Owen Lonis was the only out. Okrumchuk with the delivery. That's strike number 1 for Alex Hussey. And that's a big hack by Alex Hussey for strike number 2, but hey, I'd rather see the bat off the shoulder than on it. Big at bat for Alex Hussey with the bases loaded for Team New Brunswick. Team Ontario trying to squinch this right now with the pitch. That's strike 3 at the knees, which was questionable in my eyes, but hey, I am not umpiring. That's out number 2. That's a big out for Team Ontario. As that'll bring up number 11, Will Delaney, the catcher for Team New Brunswick. That was a big out by Team Ontario. Terrace Okrumchuk, as they needed that one, folks. Ball to the outside for ball number 1. 2 out with the 4-2 game, Team Ontario. We need a big hit by Will Delaney. First inning, he roped one to center. Warning track power, which was a big moment for them. Okrumchuk with the delivery. Fastball wide. 1-1 count, as he's going to try to get out of this inning with no harm done. He's up there in pitches, but hey, it is what it is. Terrace with the delivery on Delaney. Fastball to the backstop. Nobody advances. No harm done. Ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for Okrumchuk over Will Delaney. Pitch in the dirt for ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. As they get it away to the outfield. And that's a 4-3 game as they try to throw him out at third and threw it to the outfield. As Spencer Randall crosses for a 4-3 game. Big mistake by Team Ontario of doing that. But hey, we'll take advantage of it for Team New Brunswick. Will Delaney, 3 balls, 1 strike. With Jordan 410 with the rope to the fence last inning on deck. And the pitch, fastball. Blooper to short, but it is caught for the final out of the second inning. Top half of the second for Team NB. That'll bring up the 8-9 hitters, Will Beschuk, Dawson Petterskeen, and back to the top of the order for the third hitter, Ben Dudek. I'll be back with you live from Memorial Field. My name is Nathan Beliveau. You're watching the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. We'll be right back with more coverage.
Reminder, folks, this evening, last call. 50-50 progressive jackpot. We're going on championship Thursday. The clock stands at 1,045. Another 15 minutes.
All right, folks, we're back here for more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. I'm here in St. John, New Brunswick. We got a new pitcher for Team New Brunswick as he throws first strike. He throws first strike for Team NB. That'll be Will Delaney that was catching. We'll have a bit of a change. You'll have Ryan Craig move over to first base. And Owen Lonis, the machine, the lefty hurler behind the plate for Team New Brunswick. That's good old Vic Fitzgerald showing his face, kissing babies, waving hands, shaking hands, is in the house. 2 strikes for Will Delaney as Owen Lonis is catching now for Team NB. The ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm here live to the left of me. Scotty Lyons, a true legend of St. John. There's a lot of volunteering around the community for the baseball side of things. As his mother, Margaret Lyons, just got an award last week for outstanding support as she used to, well, still to this day, runs the canteen at Memorial Field. Scotty, how is it going today?
Good. Nathan.
Good, buddy. Good. Glad to have you up here in the scorebook for a quick inning or two.
Thank you.
Little recap of your mother. She has a lot of support around the community, and obviously you guys helped her out over the years too. How many years did she got in at Memorial Field, do you know?
Roughly 35 years.
35 years of running the canteen for the hardball field. Very impressive by her, as that's a leadoff walk, as he had 2 strikes early on him for a 3-2 count. And that's a 4-3 ball game so far for Team Ontario. And that was good old Will Feschuk with the base on balls. That'll bring up Dawson Petterskeen, 32 for Team Ontario. So Scotty, give me a little recap of what you've been watching all week. Have you been to many games so far?
No, not really. I've been to a couple. Quebec, last night. They're a pretty strong team.
Yeah, they're definitely a powerhouse in this tournament there, Scotty.
Yeah.
As they're rolling through everyone. Besides that, I think they only have one real close game for them, and it was against Alberta. It was a 6-3 game.
Yeah.
I think that's their closest tilt so far. As a fastball behind the plate from Will Delaney's throw, that puts Feschuk on second base with Dawson Petterskeen with a 1-1 count to him with none out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Scotty, how many more years is your mother going to be running that canteen?
She says she's retiring after this year, but I don't believe her.
Yeah? All right, so I'll be back with more coverage on that one, folks, as we'll find out at a later date if she was retiring after this year or not.
Yeah.
She's been saying she's going to be retiring for years, but I've yet to see it myself. We'll see how it happens. 1 ball, 2 strikes count. Swing and a miss. Count stays the same for Will Delaney on the mount for Team New Brunswick. That being said, folks, it is what it is. Big Vic Fitzgerald, the legend. I'm going to try to get him on the mic here in the next inning. Get a couple words of his mind. He's been a big founder of Little League in St. John, New Brunswick. Will Delaney on the mount for Team New Brunswick with the pitch. Petterskeen looks at it for strike number 3 for Team New Brunswick. Will Delaney. Big out for out number 1. As now we'll go back to the top of the order for Team Ontario. We got Team Quebec in the building. The boys living the dream. The powerhouse team sitting in first place for this tournament. Team Quebec as they're watching on tonight. They'll bring up Ben Dudek. Throw to third, and he's got him. Oh,
whoa, very close.
Very close one, Scotty, as Jim McCauley, third base umpire, doesn't see it, as he's in there safe, as I thought Owen Lonis had definitely had the ball there before the swipe down to the bag.
That birthday boy is in the building.
Yes, it is. The birthday boy is here. He's definitely 78 years old. Stephen Hashi, an umpire in this tournament, volunteering their time for this. Taking off time from their jobs to be here. Guy at third for a 1-1 count for Dudek at the plate. Delaney still on the mount for Team MB. That being said, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back to more action. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Delaney with the pitch. Hard ball hit through by Ben Dudek. As he rounds it to the walls, he's going to lay out a double. And he drives the run in to make it 5-3 for Team Ontario. Heck of a job by Ben Dudek in the second inning. To rip a double like that, brings in his teammate. Like I said, folks, 5-3 game, Team Ontario. In the top half, bottom half of the second. We got a good old Scotty here, but we also have members of Team Quebec in the house. We got Gabriel Martinez up in the booth with us. Martinez, how you doing today?
Good, you?
Good, buddy. You know, you guys are sitting in first place in this tournament. How you guys feeling going into the crossovers and stuff like that? What's your strategies?
We're pretty confident. We think we have a good chance to win the tournament. And for the finals, we're going to have our best pitchers in.
Well, hey, that's all you can do. Like I said, big thing in this tournament is definitely pitching and hitting. You got to hit the ball. You got to pitch the ball. Big thing to this tournament is having strikes thrown, as there's pitch counts, I believe, for this tournament. Am I right, Gabes?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. That being said, what do you think of St. John, the experience down here so far? You like the city or what?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice place, especially the fact that we knew most of the players since they played in Glace Bay 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. A lot of fog. You're not used to seeing fog like this back home, are you?
No.
No, huh?
There's rarely fog.
So anybody back home you want to give a shout out to that might be listening to the games?
My parents and my grandparents.
Well, there you have it. Gabriel Martinez for Team Quebec on air with us today. And we're going to pass it on to his teammate. We're going to bring in Reese Durant as we get a 2-2 count for Mallory Hayes at the plate for Team Ontario. Reese Durant, how you doing today, brother?
Good, you?
Good, good, good. What do you think of the St. John so far and the hospitality that they've been giving you guys?
Oh, it's great. All the teams are showing us some love, and all the fans, all the little kids are glad to see us, and they're all cheering us on.
There you go, there you go. I seen you guys signing some autographs, eh? Is that true? Martinez with the birthday the other day. I saw that on Facebook. The big jump in the bed, waking him up.
Yeah.
Right? The way it works. Other than that, did you guys do any traditional suppers or anything while you guys been in town? Any lobster dinners or seafood or anything like that?
Yeah, we did lobster last night, actually.
Did you? How was it?
It was great.
Good, good. So you're having some bonding in the city. Anything fun besides baseball? Do you guys make it to a mall or anything like that yet, or anything as a team?
Oh, we're right next to the mall, but before coming here, we went to the fort.
The Fort Latour?
Yeah.
Yeah, good little spot, eh? A lot of babes on a hot day here in St. John going there, but I can't see any sun anytime soon around here. As my good old Nana behind me giving me the whack. But it is what it is. We got a 1 ball, 1 strike for, I want to say, we got a new one. 46 back in the lineup. 46. And I'm lost for words here, folks. I don't see him on the game card, but hey, I could be blind right now. But that's out number 3 for Team MB. We'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from St. John, New Brunswick. My name is Nathan Beliveau. Send a tweet out at 19 Beliveau.
Team New Brunswick, number 2, Jordan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. My name's Nathan Belleville, broadcaster for today. Still for Team Ontario pitcher number 37, Taras Okramchuk. Batting number 2, Jordan Fortin for Team NB. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with good old Vic Fitzgerald from St. John Little League. Vic, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Nathan. How about you?
Great, sir. Great, sir. I had a privilege of playing for Vic Fitzgerald a few years back as being his ball boy and bat boy as a youngster, too.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been years ago. Now I'm a little bit taller, but a little bit fatter. But it is what it is, Vic.
You're getting bigger with age.
It is what it is. Nothing in the mindset still, but hey, we're still here, volunteering time.
Absolutely.
Give me a little process, Vic, of this tournament you guys put on for us, all the time and dedication of getting sponsorships and fields and stuff like that. How'd that go for you?
No, look, they've got a great local committee. Terry Hunter is committee chairman, and they've put together a great committee made up of people from St. John and Lancaster Little Leagues, and they've done a tremendous job in every aspect of the organization of this tournament. Yeah,
that's saying, Vic. How does the bidding process work for you guys? Is it a 2-year bidding?
No,
how does it work?
No. It came up a year ago, November. The opportunity came to host the tournament, so I met with representatives from St. John and Lancaster Little Leagues, and they met with their respective groups, and they agreed to take it on, and here we are.
All right, hard hit double for Jordan Fortin for a leadoff double on a 3-1 count for Team MB to get some more life in their bats. Jordan Fortin. That'll bring up good old 13 Ryan Craig of Team New Brunswick. Vic, on another side note, anybody that you've been shocked in this tournament so far by their play?
No, Montreal's got a great-looking team there, and so in Alberta, and if New Brunswick can win this game here tonight, advance to the playoff round, they would probably play Alberta. They could surprise. They could make it to the finals. That wouldn't surprise me if they can put it all together.
Now that's it. I'm gonna have a quick fact for you, Vic.
Yeah.
Gonna put you on the spot. How many years of coaching have you got in so far? I know you coach. Like I said, I was a bat boy for you back in the day, and I had the privilege of, and good old Scotty Lyons behind me bat boying. Hey, 2 former bat boys, and good old police officer, Mr. Officer Lonis. He's not here today, folks, but he was also your bat boy in your day. I don't know if that says anything about your age, Vic, but hey, you're still looking young.
That's great. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. I should be looking young after 48 years of coaching.
That's exactly it, Vic. So 48 years of coaching. Well done by you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vic Fitzgerald from St. John Little League. Thanks for coming out, Vic.
Thanks, Nathan.
That was Vic Fitzgerald we got to spoke to. 2-2 count for Ryan Craig at the plate. With the looper, they can't see it. And it is in the corner of right field as we might get this game called as Team Ontario. It was in the stands or in the air and they could not see it. They're all looking around and it dropped by their right fielder, Connor Colvin of Team Ontario. That's a double and a guy at third. And umpires are going to talk it over as Jordan Fortin advances to third and Ryan Craig is at second. As they could not see it, as umpires Mark Legier, Scotty Geeky, and Jim McCauley are going to talk things over. Tournament committee is going to probably go down and have a chat with them too. As we do on Wednesday, we have the rain delay, or the rain game out games, which we have none scheduled to date where they're going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. My name is Nathan Belleville. We'll have an update. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. I know my Bell Lion producers are upset about this one. We'll have a 30-minute delay due to fog as they cannot see it in the outfield. That might wipe out a lot of fans here in attendance for this game. We'll be back with you with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. My name is Nathan Beliveau, Nate Dogg. You can get me on Twitter at 19Beliveau. We'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. Correction, 15-minute delay, and hopefully we won't have to put it to 30. I'll be back with more coverage.
That's okay. Yeah, I gave it to you. Thank you.
his sister, Lily. I saw him. I was right inside you. Yep. Dominic Cassie. She just likes Lily. Yeah. And he's more like the poodle and she's more like the schnauzer. Say hi.
I guess so.
Bye, Suze.
Noah, pass him, Bill. Noah. What? You're like down left. You're gonna go back.
They'll probably steal it on them. You're gonna steal it from me, so I might as well get it all.
She didn't mean to.
My boy. Okay, there's nobody there, and the door is locked. Is that a masterpiece? I know, I wasn't expecting gold. I do some masterpiece. A masterpiece that would also... Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Thanks, Boyd. Okay, very good. I gotta let you go. Have a good night, eh? I'm not sure if we got any tires left over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We had a small delay here at Memorial Field for fog issues, but umpires, coaching staffs for Team Ontario and Team New Brunswick took a little bit of a break, turned off the other lights in their ballpark, tried to hit a couple balls high in the sky as the fielders could see it all right. So we will have, trying to get my memory back on things here, I believe Ryan Craig is at second base. You'll see Jordan Fortin at third for Team New Brunswick. None out. In the top half of the third inning here in St. John. My name is Nathan Beliveau. I'll be your broadcaster for today's game. You can get me on Twitter at 19Beliveau. Hopefully my boy Fishy is not falling asleep over there. Cameraman 101, as he had 19 Boudreaux up there earlier. But hey, we won't call him on it today. That being said, folks, brings up Cameron Bartlett, number 6 for Team New Brunswick, as he will be the third batter of the evening for Team New Brunswick. And the pitch from Terrace Okramchuk for Team Ontario, I believe it was ball 1 high. And the pitch from Okramchuk, down low, in the dirt. Runner, number 2, Jordan Fortin crosses the plate to make it a 5-4 game for Team New Brunswick, as Ryan Craig advances to third base 2. Two balls to the count for Cameron Bartlett. And the pitch pickoff from Okramchuk to third base on Ryan Craig, as he was not even close. Okramchuk with the delivery, high and away, ball number 3, as he's been sitting on the bench for the last 15 minutes, so you get a little bit cold, so he's trying to get back into a routine himself, along with myself and the cameraman, Fishy Baby. Ball 4. I thought that was ball 4, but I guess there was a strike in between there somewhere. I don't know who's falling asleep, myself or Fish. But we got a 3-1 count for Cameron Bartlett of Team New Brunswick. With the pitch, Okramchuk gets it through the gap of the shortstop. Dawson Petterskeen at short for Team Ontario. A 5-5 game here in St. John for Team New Brunswick, Team Ontario, as Ryan Craig comes across the score on the play. That's an RBI for Bartlett. Now it brings in number 3, Owen Lonis, playing in this tournament as an underager for Team New Brunswick. Guy on first, Cameron Bartlett has wheels at the plate. Number 3, Owen Lonis. None out here in St. John. And the steal for Cameron Bartlett stands up on second with not even close, as Annabelle is playing second base now for Team Ontario. 1 ball, Owen Lonis at the plate. Hard hit ball as they drops it, as it was in the second, just in the outfield, right behind second base, as Annabelle drops that as Lonis gets on by an air. As we're going to have a change in hitting here, folks. We have number 14 batting, Hudson Johnson, for Spencer Randall here in St. John. That'll be 14, Hudson Johnson. Sees a ball low as the runners advance to third and second. Lonis now on second, with Cameron Bartlett on third base. 1 ball to Hudson Johnson at the plate. Pitch from Terrace for strike number 1. 1-1 count. 1-1. Guy on third and second. Terrace with the delivery. Foul ball hard into the dugout of Team Ontario. Dawson. Petterskeen, I believe, is still at short. Third base side for Team Ontario. I believe is a little bit of fog here, folks. I can't even make out his number. It's going to give you the left side of the field, your third baseman shortstop, but I can't even do that. Still got Okramchuk still in the mount for Team Ontario. 2-2 count for Hudson Johnson. As Ontario catcher tries to throw Cameron Bartlett at third, but he is back into the base safely. 2-2 count, none out, 5-5 game. Fastball high from Okramchuk, another throw to third, as they're not even close, so why throw it? Terry Hunter behind me watching some baseball very closely, as he's been doing a lot of work for this tournament. Hudson with another foul ball. The count stays at 2-2. I was eating Subway the other day with my good old sister, and Terry Hunter came flying in, grabbing bags of chips for the tournament hours before the event was even going on. And a hit from Hudson up the middle. What a great hit, and he's going to lag out of doubles. I think it's Chloe in center, overruns it as he drives in 2 runs on a 2 RBI. Great clutch hit for Hudson Johnson of Team New Brunswick, as it now gives a 2-run lead for Team New Brunswick, 7-5 in the 3rd inning in St. John, New Brunswick. That brought across Cameron Bartlett and Owen Lonas of Team New Brunswick. Bringing to the plate number 7, Keegan Duffley. As he sees a fastball away for ball number 1. Great clutch hit by the kid right off the bench from Hudson Johnson. He sees a fastball inside this time for 2 balls. Fastball away, 3 balls, no strikes. For Team MB at the plate, Team Ontario on the mount. Ball number 4, 4 straight balls, as Okramchuk is calling for the coach as his elbow, pointing at his elbow. As he is hurting on the mount, as that's tough coming in cold after a little bit of a break and throwing right away. There might be a little bit of a breather here, as I got my candy getting stolen up here in the announcer's booth by my 2 security guards. As we're going to see a new pitcher, Connor Colvin. It's going to come into pitch for Team Ontario. You're watching the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, on a foggy, cold night here in St. John, which we are all used to it from here. We'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships.
Ontario, number 41, Coleman.
You know what?
back with more coverage. As Connor Colvin now into pitch. Fastball gets past Ontario's catcher as Hudson Johnson will advance to third base. And Keegan Duffley will go to second. That'll bring up 5, Mike Delaney batting.
I think Ashley's down there. Or she's down there. I know that she's somewhere.
Connor with the delivery with a ball. I believe that's 3 balls to the count. Hard pop up. Misses it as Hudson gets across the plate. Delaney hits a double, drives in 1 run here from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. As good old Mother Delaney keeps missing every hit, but hey, it's a good luck charm that she is not watching him, because he is smashing the ball without her watching. And when she does watch, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been seeing her all week, he does nothing. So stay away, Mother Delaney. Another run across, like I said. Keegan Duffley will be now at third. And Delaney is at second. Connor Colvin. Matty Gardner pinch hitting for Alex Hussey. So 15 Gardner. Now pinch hitting for Alex Hussey in the leadoff spot. St. John host team, Team New Brunswick, with an 8-5 winning so far over Team Ontario. Fastball behind the plate for ball number 2. As umpire behind the plate, Mark Legier, calling the game. Balls and strikes. And that's a strike 1 thrown. 2 balls, 1 strike from St. John, New Brunswick. Two balls, 1 strike. You can also get me on the Twitter feed, folks. We got a lot of updates going on here. Kayla Power, let's go. Ontario, you need this. You got this. We're down here cheering for you. Let's go. Turras. Strikes, buddy. That's a strikeout for Connor. Out number 1. Bringing in Will Delaney for Team New Brunswick. You're right, Drew. It is a long one here, and I already had some sweets. I had some dinosaurs as my security guards, 101, Scotty Too Hottie and Keith, keep stealing them from me. But hey, I will stay awake for this one. Fog ball game, you're right, Arbitchy. Cheering on. Great to see you guys are still involved in the game. Lauren, great shot. Ben Dudek. Let's go, Team Ontario. Great to see you're still on board, Lauren. Reeser. I had Reeser on board with us earlier for a little bit of an interview. 2 balls, 1 strike count. Delaney with the swing and a miss for strike number 2. Stacy Peters with the big shout out to Dawson Petterskeen. Shortstop, or was for Team Ontario. Was having a heck of a tournament. watching the game on the internet, go Twins, Ontario. My nephew is on the team. Stacy, well, thanks for tuning in. There's a lot of support from you Ontarios. And that's strike 3 for the worst case Ontarios of Connor Colvin, as that's 2 strikeouts.
Number 2, Jordan.
That brings up first of the order already. Jordan 410 back to bat for Team New Brunswick, as he's already crossed the books already this game so far. As he gets BAMed, he gets plunked by Connor Colvin. I said it was off the hand and foul ball. As they're saying it was the bat. And the umpires are saying no. It was not his hand, it was all bat. But hey, we're not umpiring, folks. We're up here in the score booth. Stephen Hashi behind me making signs, and I can see him through the window. That's his birthday today. He's 88 years old, but he's still walking. And that's a swing and a miss. Fastball behind as Jordan 410 with the swing. Keegan Duffley with the pass behind the plate. So he adds another run for Team New Brunswick. And Delaney gets to third base. Connor with the delivery. Fastball high and away for 3 balls, 1 strike count on a 9-5 game for St. John in the 3rd inning. Lots of ball left, but hey, it is what it is. Team Ontario is not out of this. No one's out of this game until it's finally over. A lot of clutch innings here. A lot of outbursts too with the 10-run leads by other teams, but teams are still smiling. Team Ontario got hammered the other day. And Mallory Hayes came in to pitch in the final inning and was very excited with lots of smiles out there to be on the mound. She did a great job. Stephen Hashley's strike zones are about the size of a shoebox. And that's questionable in this tournament, but hey, I might be giving him the gears because he loves to give me the gears any moment he can. Will Delaney's at third. Sorry, Michael's at third, as Mom recorrects me here. Michael is there, right? Okay. I get a little confused every now and then with the 2 Delaney boys. As 410 is now on first base. With 2 away here in St. John, New Brunswick. It is cold, it's foggy, it's 10:30 as it's getting late. Henry Allen cheering my hometown team on. Go Team Ontario. Great to hear from you. Drew. It's Dawson, Peters, Keene. Sorry, Drew. We're going to have to get you on board here, Drew, to come announce some games for us. I think you do a heck of a job. You've been tuning in all the games I've been broadcasting so far. As that's a foul ball for strike number 2 on Ryan Craig for Team New Brunswick at the plate. Jay Streeter checking in with us on Twitter. Go Huss. Great to have you on, Jay. Fastball behind as 410 now is on second base. So you have Mike Delaney at third, Jordan Fortin second, with Ryan Craig at the plate. With 2 away, 1-1 count. Delivery from Connor, fastball, but nobody advances. 2 balls, 1 strike for Ryan Craig at the plate. On deck, number 6, Cameron Bartlett, as he gets his hacks ready to get up the plate to do some damage. Dawson, Colvin with the delivery. Hard hack by Ryan Craig as he fouls it off. Count is still 2-2. 2s across the board here, folks. Ken Quinn, can you advise the score of the second game today? The second game today was 9-8 for Alberta. And the first game of the day was 22-0 for Team Quebec over Team Saskatchewan. Last game, I believe it was a close one as BC was winning through the whole thing. And Team Alberta came back in the final inning to get the walk-off run. As that's a walk for Ryan Craig, folks, here in St. John. So we now have bases loaded with 2 out for number 6, Cameron Bartlett, as he digs in for Team NB. Connor Colvin still pitching for Team Ontario as he throws a fastball in the dirt. For ball number 1. Ken Quinn asking a great question, and maybe Steve Hashi can help me out with this one. Is there a curfew at this age level for the games to get played by? Midnight is what they're saying. 12:30 is the curfew to get this game in. As a pitch right back to the pitcher for Cameron Bartlett, and they get out number 3 for a 9-5 game so far. For Team New Brunswick. We'll be back with you with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships here from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick.
Take this opportunity to continue thanking some of our sponsors that made putting on this event possible. Bell Community 1 TV, No Frills, Grand Bay Home Hardware, Costco, Coast Tire, St. John Exhibition, Oscar Trophies, Going Sports Excellence, Rob Scott Insurance, Peter Pit, the law firm of Moser Shador, Standard Machinery, Sober, Rapid City Propane, down the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. My name is Nathan Belleville, broadcasting this one live. As we got good old number 11, Will Delaney on the mount for Team MB, as he will face, I believe it's number 37, Taras
For Team Ontario,
Okramchuk.
Taras Okramchuk.
We're back. Sorry about that. Just 2 strikes aboard. Delaney with the fastball low for ball number 1.
Chair. Chair. Yo.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 9-5 game for Team MB right now. I don't know why they're doing this right now, but the shortstop seems, Spencer Randolph seems playing fairly in right now for Team New Brunswick. Give himself some range as the bat. These aluminum bats, the ball comes off quick, so give yourself some range. That's for sure. Anyways, back to it, 2-2. Pitch from Delaney. Delaney, breaking ball for strike number 3 to catcher Owen Lonas. Tic-tac-toe, he is out of there. Will Delaney was strikeout number 1 of the inning. That brings up number 30, Simon Bell for Team Ontario. As he sees strike 1, Delaney with the second pitch. Fastball for strike number 2.
Simon Bell.
Simon Bell fouls one off hard as he was ready for that fastball. As Will Delaney on the mound for Team New Brunswick. Delaney, 2 strikes to him right now in his favor with the pitch. Breaking ball for strike number 3, his second strikeout of the at-bat. That breaking ball is working well, ladies and gentlemen. As it's out number 2 for Team New Brunswick. As Annabelle Davies will now come in the batter's box for the 3rd batter of the inning for Team Ontario. Delaney with the pitch. Ball, but it looks some close to me from up here, folks, but hey, we're not the umpires. Ball 1 it is. Delaney getting a sign from Owen Lonas, setting up to the outside with the pitch. And he sees a rip by Annabelle. As it's a strike number 1, 1-1 count. Delaney with the pitch. Foul ball. She's right on that fastball. We've seen a lot of 1 ball, 2 strike counts from Delaney, and he'll throw that funny one, little curveball. Let's see if he goes back to it, as Team Ontario is not breaking on it much. We'll find out right here. Curveball, a little high though, and it falls for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With the pitch from Delaney. Fastball hard and away as she wants that one back. Davies strikes out as 3 strikeouts for Will Delaney. As we go to the 4th inning now, as Team MB will be up coming at the bat. We'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships.
Seriously, bud, you're getting another one? That's crazy. I am too. You make me cold looking at you. Cold.
Welcome back. More coverage. As Owen Lonis will step into the box for Team New Brunswick as he's seen strike number 1. As Connor Colvin still on the mount for Team Ontario. He goes down to get that as he hits a blooper to Annabelle at second base for out number 1, as that will bring up number 8, Spencer Randall.
Number 8, Spencer Randall.
Spencer digs in to get the first pitch from Connor. One ball thrown to Spencer by Connor Colvin of Team Ontario. With the windup, Colvin throws into the dirt for ball 1. Or ball number 2, sorry. Ball low, as we just missed 1 too, so it was 3 balls, 1 strike for Spencer. As Connor Colvin's still pitching, gonna have a pinch hitter on deck for Team MB. It will be Jacob McCarthy, wearing number 9, as he's getting his hacks ready. With the pitch down the middle for strike number 2, 3-2 count here from Memorial Field. Colvin with the delivery. Hard hit. Pass. Mallory, and oh, what a play. What a play. That's number 37 for Team Ontario. Oakumchuk tries to fire from the right field to first place to Mallory Hayes to get Spencer Randall at first, but she does come off the bag as Spencer is safe. And we'll have a pinch hitter. It'll be number 15, Matt Gardner, I believe, as he's got some wheels around the base path, as we saw innings before. So you'll have Jacob McCarthy come in to face a new pitcher, number 32, Dawson Peterskeen. And on deck, you'll have number 10, Ryan Orm, I believe, taking his hacks ready to go. And you'll also have number 12, Kyle Boulis, in the hole, warming up. Peter Skeen warming up for Team Ontario. We'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. We're back with more action. Thanks, Kayla Power, for giving a shout out. My correction is you guys are my assistants in this one. That's Chloe at first base, not Mallory. She's got 1 dinger in this tournament. Hit a long ball. I think it was the opening day or second day in. She was very happy about that. So new pitcher, Dawson Peterskeen, into pitch for Team Ontario. And that puts Connor Colvin at third base. As you will face Jacob McCarthy in for Keegan Duffley. Foul ball. Long ball for strike number 1 for Jacob McCarthy, coming off the bench cold for Team New Brunswick, with Ryan Orm on deck for Team New Brunswick as he's getting ready to take his hacks, as he's got the long flow rocking out of the helmet. as we would call it, the hockey shag. And that's fouled for strike number 2 as Matt Gardner tries to get in there for a steal but couldn't go on the foul ball. Also, Ryan Orm, as we say, the hockey shag, he's growing it out for cancer. As I was just told by his lovely mother, I believe. She's been volunteering around all week in this tournament. Taking time off of her busy schedule with work to be here is fantastic for the kids, and they appreciate it. Matt Gardner with the steal on the second base as Jacob McCarthy sees ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball again. He's having a great at bat for little 9 McCarthy. Cole Ferris checking in with us. Let's go NB. Them boys deserve the win. Great to hear from you, Cole. Get a hold of us at 19 Belleville on Twitter. McCarthy with the smash back to the pitcher off the mitt as he advances the runner. As they overthrow it. Chloe overthrows it to third as Matt Gardner crosses the plate. But Jacob McCarthy is out. Number 2. Orem at the plate, where number 10 for Team New Brunswick sees a strike 1 as he fouls it off hard, going up there hacking. Ryan Orem steps in to have a taste of Dawson Peterskeen of Team Ontario. With the pitch, hard one hit up the middle over the head. A center fielder of Team Ontario as he's lagging out a double. Warning track power off the bench cold and gets a big hit for Team New Brunswick. Good spot at a great time for good old Ryan Orm of Team New Brunswick. That brings up back at the top of the order, back into the game, number 4, Alex Hussey with 2 Ks today, as that's not likely of the kid, but hey, it is baseball and that happens. With the pitch by Peterskeen in the dirt. Orem stealing third, no chance with the throw at third. Little green action here could make another run for Team NB, as you need a lot in this tournament. As any inning, it can switch very easily. Peterskeen with the windup to Hussey. Hard hit for Hussey up the middle as he runs that out, and he got out. But a great play by the lefty shortstop. 6-3 play for Alex Hussey, as he is out, number 3 for Team NB. Bottom of the 4th inning, you'll see Connor Colvin, Will Futchuk, and Dawson Peterskeen coming up for Team Ontario. That being said, folks, Fredericton is playing host to the U18 Canadian Men's Fastball Nationals. You can get down on Community One. Will be the exclusive coverage. Go to community1.bellion.ca for live webcasts for every game beginning August 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from St. John, New Brunswick.
Just as a side note, Marsh's corner pit grill is now closed for the evening. So if you see any crazy people walking around the bleachers, that's just the corner pit staff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. Connor Colvin of Team Ontario will step into the batter's box. As you will see, a new pitcher for Team MB, Keegan Duffley, coming into pitch. Pitch number 1. Thought that was a fastball and the catcher missed it, but ball number 1 in the favor of Connor Colvin. Keegan with the pitch number 2. Fastball up and away. Ball number 2. We get a 10-5 game here at Memorial Field in St. John. Three balls. Three balls, 1 strike for Team NB. Keegan with the delivery. Hard fastball, fouled off by Connor Colvin of Team New Brunswick. With the pitch, strike number 3 for Keegan Duffley, as he finds his groove very quick here for Team New Brunswick, as he gets out number 1. Now coming to bat, slugging away for Team Ontario. Will Vashuk, as he's got family members into the game today from Ottawa, Mississauga, Calgary, and Melbourne, Australia, all on board watching the game. Great to see you guys are still in attendance. As he fouls off first pitch for strike number 1. Connor Duffley with the pitch, as Will turns the hips into that one for the long ball, but just misses it for strike number 2. Keegan with the delivery. Breaking pitch high. Ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. It's a cold one here in St. John. Players are still in the short sleeves, though, as a lot of New Brunswick people are used to this weather. As he paints one on the outside corner at the knees. Duffley with strikeout number 2.
Number 32.
2 out. As Dawson Petterskeen comes up to bat. Ball away. 1-1 count for Dawson Petterskeen. Peterskeen. Got all these corrections and I'm forgetting them. All my shout out to my Twitter followers. Fastball. And he swings through that one for strike number 2. For Team New Brunswick, pitching a gem. This is a 10-5 game in the 4th inning. Keegan with another strike for strikeout number 3 of the inning. That'll bring up for Team NB. Will Delaney, Jordan Fortet, and Ryan Craig, I believe. We'll be back with more coverage right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more coverage here from St. John. We're going to have number 11, Will Delaney, come in to hit for Team New Brunswick. In the top half of the 5th inning. Peter Skeen still on the mount, I believe, for Team Ontario. Swing and a miss, strike one. Stacy giving me more tips. So that's out number 1 for Will Delaney. Bringing in Jordan Fortin. Stacy is telling me it's Peter's Kane. It's a high fly ball to center, as they can't see it in the fog. Jordan Fortin gonna leg out a triple. The fog playing in a factor here at Memorial Field. As they can't see it. An advantage of Team New Brunswick as they're used to this weather. Not so much for Team Ontario. Hey, the home crowd will take it. Up the bat, Ryan Craig, number 13 for Team New Brunswick.
Do you have any suckers? Okay.
Brenda, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, but Kosabaskius. As I'm passing it off to some others here up in the booth. I thought it was just me, folks, but it wasn't. As Ryan Craig beats that out, as Annabelle cannot come up with the throw, and Jordan Fortin crosses the plate to add another run. But anyways, that name is hard to say, Brenda, but you're right. All smiles from JP and Jeff. Might be more smiles than mindset into the ball game, because some of their decisions sometimes I'm not too sure on. But hey, I'm up here. Pick off the first, but Ryan Craig gets in the second. We are here live from St. John. Peter's Kane, apparently, from Stacy, giving me the tips of the words here. Stacy, you're my new friend here, lady. Thanks for the advice on the words. If it's not for you guys helping me out, I'd be lost all day. Dawson, Peter's Kane. Is still at it for Team Ontario as he gets a second out of the inning. Ryan Craig now at third base. Brings in number 12, Kyle Boulis. For Owen Lonas. Good looking Heather Street cheering on Alex Hussey. Way to go. Great to have you on board, Heather, for this cold one in St. Jiggy. Hard hit by Kyle Boulis. Dawson. Peter's Kane. With the pitch, 2-2 count to Kyle Boulis. As number 8 Spencer Randall is on deck for Team New Brunswick. And that's a strikeout for Dawson Peters-Kane for Team Ontario. That's out number 3. As we go back to the order of the 5th inning, that'll be the top of the order for Team Ontario. That being said, you are watching the Canadian Little League Championships on Bell Alliance Community One, the leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic Canada. Visit community1.bellalliance.ca for the daily schedule of the upcoming events. Also, we have Bell Alliance Community One will be the exclusive broadcaster of the 2015 Canadian Senior Baseball Championships. Go to community1.bellalliance.ca to catch live webcasts of every game of the tournament beginning August 20th from Ironman Park in Chatham, New Brunswick. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more coverage from St. John.
Now leading off, number 36, Ben Dodick.
Ben Dodick at the plate as he sees ball 1 from Keegan Duffley. And the pitch. That's ball number 2. Ball number 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Foul ball for strike number 2. Three-one count for Keegan Duffley, pitching. Ben Dodick draws a opening walk. Opening walk here for Team Ontario. As that will bring in, won't be number, oh, it will be Chloe Deschênes. Deschênes at the plate. Chloe, baby, as she already got 1 digger in the tournament. And all kudos to her. As Keegan Duffley worries about the runner at first. As he steps off to give him another glance as he has strike 1 aboard. And the pitch. Fastball away for Duffley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here at Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. As Jim McCauley, third base umpire, calls time, giving a warning to Team Ontario bench as the head coach and boss over there giving a little bit of grief, I believe over the pitcher with a balking maybe, as that's a fastball wide as the runner advances to second anyways. Ben Dodick now on second base. As Jeff Randall calls timeout to speak with his team. As Mark Legier, home plate umpire, walks out to speed things up, telling the boys, let's go. As they got to get this game in with a 12:30 curfew on it. As he sees a strike, 2-2 count to Chloe. As she digs in. Already has one home run of the tournament. Good, big, aggressive swing, which I'm all right with that, folks. Rather see you go down swinging than looking. That is strikeout. Number 1 of the inning. Strike number 1 to Ben Wells. There's just one out with the guy on second. Ben Dudek on second base. With the pitch for Keegan Duffley from Team NB. And that's a strike, folks. Ben Wells, 1-1 count to him with one out. And that's a pitch in the dirt, and he swings at it, so catcher has to make the throw. That's strikeout number 2 for Keegan Duffley, bringing up Taras Okramchuk with a check string, strike 1. That advances the Ben Dudek to third base on that play to first. Moments before, Okramchuk got in here with the healthy hack again for strike number 2 in the 5th inning. Strikeout number 3 for Keegan Duffley.
Pitch count 31. The score after 5 complete is Team NB 11, Team Ontario 5.
11-5 for Team New Brunswick. It's the bottom of the 5th. They will chat.
Again, nothing but credit to our supporting sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Canaport LNG, the Toronto Blue Jays, the NB Command Royal Canadian Legion, Atlantic Commercial Travelers, Jackson.
All right, we'll be back live with more coverage from the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field.
City of St. John, Energy, Service Commission, 80.9, Peterbury Foundation. Thank you for your awesome support. Their team NB, number 8, Spencer Randall.
Ladies and gentlemen, We're back live for more coverage as number 8, Spencer Randall, gets the base hit over the center fielder's head, or sorry, shortstop's head. I can barely see the ball when it gets up in the air now with this fog, but he's on first base.
Now batting number 7, Keegan Duffy.
Spencer Randall. Duffley on first base. Pitch from Peters Kane. Dawson throwing pretty well for Team Ontario now. See, you got some supporters back home watching in, or tuning in, I guess. Stacy Baby still listening to it. Whoop, whoop, strikes out for Peters Kane. Love the tweet action, hun. Two balls, 2 strikes for Dawson, Peters Kane. Foul ball for number 7, Keegan Duffley is batting now for Team New Brunswick. Dudek. Brett Jelly giving me some advice on some pronunciations as well. I think I found a new job to retire from, folks. And that's this one right here. As this will be my last game broadcasting, believe it or not. As I will be a spectator for the next medal rounds in the stands, which I'm okay with that. Enjoy some families and friends. Good hit from Orem. Ryan Orem, as I'm talking away, cranks one. As there's a play to the plate. And good old Spencer Randall gets in. Good RBI hit from Ryan Orem. As Nate Dogg is here chatting away. Keegan Duffley sitting on third base. Randall gets across. Orem lags out a long single on that play. As expect him to steal with those wheels right away, and he goes. Ball in the dirt for Alex Hussey. As Ryan Orem is now on second base. As he gets another clutch play for Team MB. Fastball, nobody coming. Ball number 2 for Alex Hussey. I'm a big fan. Growing up, as the coaches used to tell me, if you're hitting the ball, you will play. No favorism here. Nothing worse. And when we have a coach that only sees it one-sided towards their sons playing in the sport. But I won't mention any names today. But hey, that's why I'm in the announcer's booth, ladies and gentlemen. From Memorial Field in St. John. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count. Hard hit for Alex Hussey, the first baseman, Annabelle, and she makes the play to Chloe. Chloe with the hard throw to the plate, and he gets him. I thought he was hard in there, but hey, Mark Legier umpiring. Says no way, Jose. As Keegan Duffley's out at the plate. For number 1, as he was tagged high, thought his feet got in there. But listen, like I said, we're not the coaches, we're not the umpires. We are spectators. They'll bring in a new pitcher. Dawson Peters Kane is done for the day. I can't get a number. I think it's Dudek coming in to pitch for Team Ontario. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back with more coverage from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. And we're back here live from Memorial Field as I was falling asleep and missing 2 pitches of the at-bat. That's all right. Bringing in number 11, Willie Boy the Hammer Delaney. As he takes a big hack for strike number 2. 2-2 count here. As we got lefty Dodick on the mount. Benjamin Dodick. Foul ball down the first baseline as Chloe just misses it as it goes into the bullpen. We got some, I believe we got some action in the bullpen of Team New Brunswick as Cameron Bartlett is warming up. Nothing in Team Ontario's end. So Bartlett warming up for Team New Brunswick. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, Willie Boy the Hammer Delaney in the box. As he's trying to hit the long ball, a little too antsy at the plate, as he takes a high strike number 3 for the strikeout. But hey, it happens. Team MB winning 12-5 here in the 6th inning. As we'll be back with some more coverage of the 2015 Canadian Little League Championships. As number 7 is still pitching, Keegan Duffley for Team MB.
Reminder, folks, that tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning will feature a skills competition for all the participating teams in this year's 2015 Intermediate Little League National Championship.
I think we took this one pretty well. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, you have green tea? Yeah, I should have had a green tea 3 hours ago, but I'll have one now.
Thursday will mark the last day of operation for the ninth corner pit. Hopefully we can guarantee that day that the service will be at least adequate.
Didn't you say you had something wrong?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live from St. John, New Brunswick, as we're going to have another Delaney boy up here. He's going to give your broadcasting of the 6th inning with me.
For a little bit, yeah.
As we still got Duffley on the mount for Team New Brunswick. It's a cold one here in St. John.
Always is in St. John.
When's your next game, big boy?
Friday night. Friday night, right over there in the big boy field.
Good old Memorial Field. Who are you playing? Who do you got?
We've got KV. KV we're going to play against.
I don't even know KV had a team anymore.
They do, yeah.
There you have it, folks. There you have it. All the way from Humbabe City, St. John, New Brunswick. As the man himself, Fishy's got the camera rolling. On the first base side here. And he looks miserable out there in the cold weather. That brings up number 25.
You seem to be having another delay out there somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. It gives me time to find the name. Daniel Portella coming to bat for Team Ontario. 12-5 game for Team MB. As Keegan Duffley will throw the next pitch. And we're underway in the 6th. Fastball and away. Ball number 1. And that's ball number 2. 2 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike for Keegan Duffley of Team Nouveau Brunswick.
A little French there, Nate.
A little bit, Butts. You should be giving the French side for us here on the air.
Maybe.
As we see strike number 2. Who's on deck for Team Ontario, can you tell?
On deck. Well, she's female.
It's a female, long hair.
Long
Annabelle.
hair,
Annabelle Davey.
Annabelle?
I've only seen Team Ontario about 35 times, so I can pick them right out now for the most part. Duffley with the strike number 3 for out number 1. Have you been helping your brothers at all with the hitting or what?
I taught them everything they know.
Yeah? Well, they don't know much. So
Oh, I was never much of a hitter.
All jokes there, big boy. How are you hitting this year? You're playing also selects too?
No, not selects this year, just the city team, just for the Pirates.
Yeah.
So it's going all right. We got provincials coming up. We're playing up in Moncton for those.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah, we'll have some fun.
That'll be good. We're going to see a new pitcher as that retires today for number 7, Keegan Duffley, as we're now going to see number 6, Cameron Bartlett. For Team New Brunswick. Also, Bellline Community 1 is exclusive broadcaster of the 2015 Old Timers Baseball Championships from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Wow. Go to community1.bellline.ca for all games beginning July 31st.
Coming up soon.
Coming up very soon, is correct. All right, back to action here. Annabelle Davey at the plate for Team Ontario. Going to try to get things rolling with 1 out in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, from the west side. On a cold, foggy night at 11:30 where I'd love to be in bed right now. But hey, we're still here for more broadcasting.
We've got baseball to watch, Nate.
We still got baseball, is right.
A long strike hit by Annabelle Davies, number 33, Team Ontario. It would be cold. It's this fog, heavy mist. Ball low, thrown by Bartlett. Right over the pitch. Delivery. Another ball low. Ball high, goes high this time. We got a 3-1 count, 1 out. 12-5 for New Brunswick. Oh, a laser hit by Annabelle into center field. Now batting Ontario, number 41 is Connor Colvin with Annabelle Davies on first base. Ball outside. Batter calls time. Annabelle Davies, number 33 for Ontario on first base. Nate and I think she's going to go for a steal here soon. Ontario needs to generate some runs or can get some runners in scoring position. Cameron Bart has a long delivery. Foul ball hit by number 41, Connor Colvin. 2-1 count, 1 out.
2 balls, 1 strike. I'd say Connor Calvin's probably one of the better players here for Team Ontario, wouldn't you say, Bubs?
I've only watched a couple games, but he's done well in every game I've watched. A little mishap at the shortstop, number 8, Spencer Randall from New Brunswick. Puts Connor Colvin on first base. Annabelle Davies on second.
Bringing up Will Feschuk. As there's 1 out with Annabelle. Hard hit to third.
Hit.
Hussey with the tag on the base. As he blocks it in front of him and just has to take his base for out number 2.
A hard hit ball.
Hard hit, but hey, that's baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Kept
baseball.
it in
Put
front
yourself
of him.
in front of it.
Gotta love it.
Takes out the lead runner, number 33 for Ontario, Annabelle Davies.
Out number 2, Connor Calvin now. At second base, going for the straight steal to third. Throw not in time as he's in. Puts Willie Boy at second.
Connor Calvin trips Alex Hussey out there. A little comic relief for our dreary night here.
Who do we got up at now, big boy?
We have number 32, Dawson Peterkins.
Then you're going to have the Twitter feed all over me on that one. It is Peters Kane.
Peters Kane, my apologies.
Kane. I'm getting 18 different ways of saying it, but hey, it is what it is. Good old Stacy baby's been on me on the Twitter feed.
Oh, a changeup, maybe a curveball. Going for strike 2.
We'll check out the Twitter feed, see if we get any more peeps cluing in.
Oh, jeez, Nate. This is all my fault.
Gabriel Martinez, shout out to the hot babes at the game. Team Quebec player, as he's been trying to wheel around. He's single and ready to mingle, ladies. So get your Lulus on. Get your Lulus on and get down to Memorial Field to meet Gabriel Martinez. Andrew Goodman from Team Quebec checking in. Great to hear from you, kid. The slugger put 2 off the wall the other day, just close to putting them out. And I was giving them the gears about it right away.
Oh, Nate, you gotta lay off the kids sometime, huh?
Brett
hitter.
Jelly saying I should give him a shout out. Been all over me as I got the right name of Dodick now. And I didn't see the play. Hopefully you did.
Number 32, Dawson Peter Canes hits a line drive to the second baseman Ryan Orem from New Brunswick. With a quick grab for the third out.
There you go. There you have it. That's a 6 for you. We got one more inning to go.
No, I'm good. We've only got one more inning left. It'll all be good.
As we'll be back with more coverage of the 2015
They're home, aren't they?
Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. My name is Nathan Belleville. I'll be right back.
My name is Tom Delaney. We'll be right back.
I always have blankets in my truck, and I think I took them out when we took them over to the other vehicle for last weekend.
Well, Jeremy and Eric went home when they postponed it there.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, don't forget the Phillies are playing tonight because he never gets to watch the Phillies play. And I called Eric, was like, oh my God, they're actually going to keep playing here.
No, there isn't. I bet you're lying to me. They told me that there's cake here. How much is it? $1.25? $1.25. Should I please have a piece? I'm just dying. Ha! You better. By the way, this quarter is yours. Do I get money? I'm getting paid. Thank you. I probably don't need a fork.
Welcome to the 2015 Canadian Little League Championship from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick, exclusively on Bell Alliance Community One, the leader in local sport webcasting in Atlantic Canada. We're back here for the top of the 7th inning. New Brunswick up to bat, number 2, Jordan Fortin.
Listen, yeah, you're going to have Twitter all over me here.
I know.
Jordan Fortin at the plate.
Oh, geez, Nate. My apologies.
Got a 1-1 count.
How do we miss 2 pitches, Nate?
Well, we get here talking, but hey, as long as it goes by quick, I'm happy with that.
You just want to go back to bed.
I just want to go to bed.
Ooh, a high.
I love baseball, but not after 10:30.
A high strike swung on with number 2 for New Brunswick, Jordan Fortin.
And folks, I'm just kidding around here. I enjoy the ball. I'm not ready for bed yet. As Jordan Fortin ropes one by Connor Colvin of Team Ontario, as he's the leadoff base runner for Team New Brunswick. As Scott Geeky's the first base umpire for the game tonight here in St. John.
Now up to bat number 13, Ryan Craig for New Brunswick. The pickoff attempt from the left-hand pitcher. He's in there all right.
Andrew Goodman giving another shout out for Team Quebec. He says, scratch that, Martinez. He goes, shout out to even hotter babes at the ballpark.
We've got a little wheeling competition here. Gabriel's gonna have to step up the Twitter game.
I think they gotta worry more about ball than the girls. It's not a good scene. We got a kid that got hurt.
There's a shortstop. I can't see a number, Nate. Can you?
I couldn't in this fog, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're gonna have a replacement here.
I got Miss Orem behind me telling me there's no fog here, but we do have fog.
Quite a bit of fog, really.
Is that a game ball? Game ball just coming back in. It's been mushed up tonight, that's for sure. By good old Joey boy.
Joe Meunier, the hands of a snake.
Hands of a snake is all right.
All right, it looks like we've made our substitutions. We're back live. Ryan Craig up to bat.
Ryan Craig, number 13. As we get a guy on second.
First pitch.
As they're going to try to rack up some more runs as they are the visiting team, so they got to close it out here in the 7th. And hopefully Ontario does not put up some runs, so they can have another victory in this tournament. Or wait. Yes, I got that correct. A little sleepy here for Memorial Field.
Nate's put in a long day.
Well, I don't know if I put a long day. There's some volunteers that have not left the ballpark the whole event, so kudos to them.
Some of them sitting behind us. One of them, my crazy mother,
Yeah,
Mary Delaney.
She's got a, don't worry, she's got a bunk bed out back.
She just pitched a tent, Nate.
Did she?
She did, yeah.
Well, I didn't see her in the tent last night. Saw all the raccoons in it, though.
Oh, they like that. It's nice warm. There's a grill for the hot dogs.
I love it. I love it. All right, 3-2 count. None out.
And Jordan
Jordan 410 with the wheels to third base as he stole that base very easily for team.
Without us knowing.
Nouveau Brunswick.
We got a full count here. Ryan Craig fouls another one off. Just gets by the catcher. We're set for the full count pitch. Ooh, a pickoff attempt by the southpaw.
Gabriel Martinez with another tweet.
Uh-oh.
Says, like Tony Montana says, first you win the semis, then you win the tournament, then you get the babes.
Ooh, well, Gabriel, it looks like you've got a tournament to win before you can make any more tweets.
Well, that is
About
exactly
getting
it.
the babes.
Long way from the finals, folks. All it takes is one bad inning, so be focused and ready to go. Tournament's far from over.
We can worry about the girls later.
Everybody wants your number. Team Quebec.
And Ryan Craig, folks, number 13, New Brunswick, went down with a strikeout for the first out of the top of our 7th inning. Now to bat is Cameron Bartlett, number 6, with a 1-0 count. Now a 2-0 count with a ball outside low.
Well, shout out to Andrew Goodman on the fact of don't be too overconfident, Bubs. Tournament's not done. I saw that tweet. Win the tournament, they get the babes. Gotta win first, boys. Far from over. But hey, you guys are the powerhouse so far. 3-0 count for Dodick. Dodick.
Ball 4.
Ball 4 for Cameron Bartlett. Zell bring up the lefty hurler, number 3, Owen Lonas, playing as an underager, I believe, in this tournament. He could have been up in Glace Bay this past weekend.
He could have been.
Helping out his age group. But there's no surprise he's a big aspect of this ball squad, as he's easily on the starting lineup, starting 9 players. He can pitch, he can catch, play pretty much anywhere if you allow him to.
He can hit, too. The other night against Saskatchewan, actually. It was the bottom of the 7th inning, and New Brunswick had a big jerk of momentum, and Owen Lonas put one deep off the fence with the bases loaded.
I won't tell you who worked with him his whole life. Maybe his neighbor, and that might be me.
Would that be you, Nate?
That would be me.
I never knew you as much of a hitter.
Hey, it is what it is. You can teach the mechanics. Doesn't mean you can do it yourself.
Exhibit A,
Yeah.
Nate Bello.
Yeah. Working on the fundamentals of pitching, too. So it's very decent for a lefty.
Throws the ball hard.
Are you sure this isn't the same amount?
Got a lot of work to do. Far from over. So we're going to see a new pitcher for Team Ontario. I was going to say Team Ottawa, but it is from Ottawa, but Team Ontario.
Looks to be number 33.
Annabelle Davey.
Annabelle Davey.
As Owen Lonas will step in. Owen Lonas back in the lineup. As he K'd earlier in the games as he was brought out of the game. I believe, from what I can remember.
Cameron
Or
Bartlett on
had,
first.
no, it just had a couple pop-ups, I believe. Steal, a hit
Hey, there's
from
a hit.
Lonis. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
All thanks to Nate Belleville right there.
I won't take the blame for that one, but hey,
I'll give it to you.
it is what it is. Lonis with the hit. He capitalizes as Jordan Fortin crossing, and that puts Bartlett on third as he was stealing second to begin with.
That puts it at a score of 13 for Team New Brunswick, and 5 for Team Ontario. Owen Lonis takes second base.
Easily.
Annabelle Davies more focused on the batter right now at hand. She's got one out. Spencer Randall with a deep shot, just fair, which will score number 6, Cameron Bartlett.
Cameron Bartlett slides. A little muddy on the plate.
It is a little slippery here.
Kind of slid there.
So with that hit, that advances Owen Lonis, number 3 from New Brunswick, third base. Puts Mr. Randall, number 8, at first. And brings up Keegan Duffley to the plate, number 7.
Getting word from fans that there's some lightning in the back there. In behind the field here. As you guys wouldn't be able to see as much on the camera, but pretty much behind home plate area from what I hear. With the pitch away for ball number 3. Am I correct on that, Delaney?
I believe so, yeah.
Maybe it's 2. I don't know. We're falling asleep here. That's why I have you involved right now.
Oh, geez.
Keep it going.
Ooh, a hard hit ball. Hard hit ball. Keegan Dudley hits the first baseman. Number 31, Chloe Deschen.
Back to fundamentals of baseball, guys. That's why we tell you to do the alligator. Where you go down and reach him with the one hand to get the ball off to the side.
Doesn't work.
We've seen 2 people get hurt so far. Show took one off the side, took it off the arm, almost broke his arm.
Ooh.
And Chloe just does it, and she takes it off the shin. So, no good outcome.
It's an easy play. Just down in the middle, glove down, in between the feet. Pick it up with 2 hands. And we've got 2 outs. Instead, we've got 1 out. Score now of 15-5 in favor of Team New Brunswick. Nate, who we got up to bat here?
We got number 10, Ryan Orm.
Ooh, they seem to have lost the baseball in the sky.
Yeah, they did, Tom.
That fog's getting thick. We're almost done, folks. That'll load the bases. That ball hit by Ryan Orem. I think on a nice day, Nate, would have been a routine fly ball, but
I agree with you there, Tom.
Visibility is limited here.
But that's the advantage of the Team New Brunswick has. We're used to the St. John fog.
Got the eyes of a hawk in the fog. And when the sunshine comes out, we're...
Brenda giving a shout out on Twitter, hearing thunder here in Rosse. We are there.
Well, Brenda, we're hearing it here too.
Jay Strader giving a shout out watching the Little League Intermediate Baseball in the city of St. John on Fiber Op, listening to Nathan Belleville doing a hilarious job. Trying to keep it entertaining in this 15-5 game. Everyone's in their bathing suits out there. It's very warm here in St. John.
You would think so.
Kayla Power giving another shout out to my dad, head coach of Ontario. John making his TV debut. Great to see you, John. As Kayla baby is tuning in. That's a foul ball, 1-1 count.
This is interesting, Nate. I didn't know you had a Twitter following gang on with you.
It is what it is.
You've become popular in the last
Well, I don't know
couple
if it's
days,
popular,
huh,
but I've created some more friends, that's for sure.
People like you.
Number 4, Alex Hussey at the plate. Annabelle Davey with the delivery. Hard hit. Foul territory. Down by JP. I don't know if he's the head coach, but he's a coach.
He likes
for Team New Brunswick.
He likes to be titled as the manager. He told me earlier.
The manager?
Today. Oh yeah.
Well, he might have to take some classes for manager, because there's a lot of decisions in this tournament that I've been focusing on that I'm questioning of what he's doing. But hey, like I said, Tom, we're not coaches or managers in this gig. We're broadcasters, so
that's right.
We'll stay up here, but I don't know if I'm a big fan of some of his plays, that's for sure. But it is what it is. He's getting it done. Alex Hussey back at the plate for Team NB. Two count.
One away, bases loaded here. Alex Hussey's fouled off a couple baseballs, swinging late. Can't catch up to the heat of Annabelle Davey.
Annabelle.
Another long strike into the parking lot. My car's out there, and I'm not parked in the best spot, so please, Mr. Hussey, you'll be getting a hefty bill if that's my vehicle.
You're the stupidity of parking it there.
Well, Nate, listen, she's late. Can't see the back of the parking lot. So I parked along the fence. Mom is smiling somewhere with me for that parking job. She won't be pleased with that, but
it's part of being young, my friend.
That's
part
all right.
of being young.
You gotta make the mistake to learn, right?
Right.
Ooh,
strike 3.
Strike 3 called.
Brings up a Delaney.
I know them quite well.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. A little bit.
Get in trouble to say on air which one's the better ball player? Are they both equal?
Oh, Nate, they're both equal. I would never say anything else.
Just testing you. Just testing you.
I'd be hearing it at home too much. I couldn't do it.
What do we see? Ball number 1 there?
We saw ball number 1.
Did you help pick out? Hey, did you help him pick out these crazy batting stands or what?
Actually, Will, who's up to bat right now, mimics my old batting stance.
Did he just hit a home run? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. A grand slam. Nate, I taught him everything he knows.
Okay.
Remember that.
All right, all right, all right. Grand slam for Will Delaney. As he might have put this thing out of reach for Team NB. What a hit.
We got to go find that baseball.
They probably are already all over it. As he crushed that one.
Wow. That was a good hit.
You're some happy.
This might be the first time I could say I'm proud of him.
Only the first time?
Well, Nate, I wouldn't tell him too much. It would go straight to his head.
Does it?
Oh, yeah. He's 13 years old. You can't say much to him.
No, eh? It is what it is. Back to Jordan Forte. As we fully went through the whole lineup here at Memorial. Hopefully your mom's seen it.
I hope. I don't know where
she
she
misses
went.
all Will's hits. We already were going over that earlier.
Now I'm scanning the crowd for Mom. I'm trying to find her.
I swear, seriously, every time your brothers get a hit, she's missing it. We're back here telling her.
Nate, I know the story firsthand, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Hard hit ball to third.
Jordan Fortin.
Off the glove. That's going to be an error for number 41, Connor Colvin.
Nate,
as Jordan Fortin gets on.
I believe you might have said it, but I think we've gone straight through the lineup in this
We
inning,
already have. Yes, we have.
Wow.
Craig in bat for Team MB wearing number 13. 19-5 as your brother put it out of reach with the grand salami.
I might be hearing about that one for a little while. He's got the upper hand for now. Right,
Hard
great.
hit
Hard
up the
hit
middle. Well, towards second more or less, but hey, they got
Playing the
through.
shift.
Bringing up Cameron Bartlett.
And I bet you that ball just whizzes off the ground out there. The wet grass, Nate.
That puts Jordan Fortel in second. And you will have Ryan Craig on first with Cameron Bartlett coming up with 2 out on a 19-5 game here in the top half of the 7th inning for Team NB. Hard hit.
Ooh, a nice
Try
snag.
Bartlett.
Shortstop.
Throw to short over the head. Chloe Baby misses it. As we got the bases juiced again. For Team NB, bases loaded for Owen Lonis. Let's see if he'll turn on one.
And he could. He's got the power.
He does have the power. You know, our biggest thing with him, what I kind of taught him growing up, Tommy, was you want a good bat on ball. If you can have a good batter that gets a good bat on ball, then the next step from there is getting your step into it. And from there is turning the hips into it to grab the power. So that's our next step. That'll be more of an off-season adjustment for him, as we wanted to keep it. And that's over the head.
Into the gap.
Hit off
Right
the wall for another almost a long ball.
That was,
like
that
we
was
said.
close. But he did. He turned on it just like we said. And
Owen Lonis with a long first base. But hey, he drives another run. Back to my story there real quick. As we got Spencer Randolph coming in. As we're trying to teach him now and turning the hips into it to get a little bit more power generated. So that'll be an off-season thing. It's up high. And it hits right on top of the score booth. And good old Christopher Hawks was a little jumping on that one. Randall with the foul ball. 1 strike on him. Ball 1. 1-1 count there, Tommy.
1-1. And we do have 2 outs. Ontario just needs to take their easiest, closest one that they can have. That might do it. And shortstop takes it for himself. And Ontario will have one more crack at things to see if they can't little the lead or come all the way back.
All right, folks. Other than that, Fredericton is playing host to the U18 Canadian Men's Fast Pitch National Championships in the Community One. We'll be there for the exclusive coverage. Go to community1.belliant.ca for live webcasts of every game beginning August 10th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more coverage from St. John, New Brunswick.
Nate, we're winning 20. Nate, we're winning 20 to 5. Oh, fruit is 20. Fruit is 50. Late night,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live.
Nate, we had a nice warm spot in here until the door got opened. Now I'm feeling a little breeze here. We're almost done. Bottom of the 7th inning. Although if Ontario puts their minds to it, we could have a long bottom of the inning. First batter for Ontario is number 36, Ben Dodick.
You said it right. I've been saying it wrong for 8 days now.
Well, Nate, beginner's luck, I guess. Although I haven't been doing well with the other names. Got a 1-1 count for Dodick. And Bartlett throws a curveball high. A good hit by Dodick, but Alex Hussey with the grab. Long throw over Makes it look easy. On a hard hit ball by Dodick.
Brenda giving a shout out on Twitter. Holy smokes, go Willie. If he's half as a kid as Tom, then he's fantastic. Mama and Papa Delaney raised some great people. I take it you know Brenda. JP is the head coach. Don't let him fool you. Pouring like crazy here. So in KV right now, it's pouring, downpouring with lightning and thunder as I get a tweet by it. So, hey, we're going to try to get in as Mommy Delaney misses the grand slam by Willie. Again, for the 800th time, missing her son's hits, which Tommy can tell you lots about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here with a short break as I'm getting advice from Vic Fitzgerald how to run my mic. I'm on a veteran roll right now on a 20-5 game here at Memorial Field at 12 o'clock past my bedtime. I'm sure it's against yours too, Vic. And a hit up the middle with one out, and now I'll put on Chloe Baby with a base hit. As everyone starts putting up the hoods, it's starting to rain, I think.
The skies seem to have opened up a little bit here. I think that was a high ball outside there, Nate, but I couldn't really tell there.
You're right, and the rain is coming down, so hey, I can see this one. People starting to close out of here quick.
Ooh, better bean there, Nate.
By number 46.
One try right now. When I fall, I have to give it to you. And that's probably going to be
46, Ben Wells with the plunk. He's at first base. Bringing up. With straight steal by Chloe. Gets in there.
Chloe with some wheels down to third.
So Ben Dodick was out, number 1. Chloe is now at third. And Ben Wells is at second with the hit by pitch. Bringing up Taras Okramchuk. As Coach Craig's daughter gives the whack to Delaney.
Uncalled for, too, but she's leaving. So.
As we've been ripping JP the whole game.
We have.
That's our job.
Techniques.
Someone's got to do it, so it might as well be us.
Bartlett, strike on the outside corner for Okamchuk. Okamchuk, my oh, Nate, you are going to have a lit up Twitter tonight.
Oh.
Ran it with a late throw from short. A difficult play.
Well, all I'm going to say, Tommy boy, I want to go home. It's past my bedtime.
Nate, we still have baseball to go.
I know.
We can't go anywhere.
20-6 in the 7th inning, 1 out. We have a guy on third and first. Bringing up, I can't even tell because the rain's coming on our windshield here, a.k.a. the window.
We need some wipers, huh, Nate?
Yeah, we do. Oh, it's going to bring up another female, number 22, Mallory Hayes.
I'm impressed with your memory, Nate.
Well, you know what? When I see Team Ontario and Team MB every day, you get to know the players. I feel like I know them personally, but I don't.
Maybe we need some interviews with them, huh, Nate?
Yeah, we've had like a couple like Team Quebec guys up here, and all they're talking about is wheeling girls. So
yeah, well, that,
we had to cut that
shows
short
with the
real
Twitter,
quick.
huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Gabriel.
As Martinez, he says, what was his tweet to me earlier? Remember that one?
Oh, it was you win the games, you win the tournament, you get the babes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Martinez, number 10 for Team Quebec.
Martinez, we like you.
He is a wheel around here, ladies and gentlemen. Kissing babies, high-fiving adults, and signing autographs.
Yeah.
That's
Martinez,
his job.
you stay away from my sisters.
Stay away from Delaney's sisters.
I've got 2 of them here, and I've got my eyes on you.
And he's got your eyes on you. Hopefully he's still listening as he was earlier. Fly ball. Yes, and it's catched out by Owen Lonis for out number 2. 1 out away from this long baseball game.
Nate's bed has been calling him since the bottom of the 5th inning.
You're right. When we had that fog delay, I was ready to go home and cuddle with my dog.
We are 40 minutes later, and Nate still staying strong with me. Although he looks like he's going to fall over here.
I'm about to pass the mic right off to you, big boy.
You ever heard of Red Bull, Nate?
No, can't do it. The wife won't let me. Annabelle will be the batter for Team Ontario. I'm hoping she gets a hit, but at the same time, I'm going to be biased both ways. I'm hoping she's out so we can get out of here. But, hey, I do want to see her do well. But at the same time, it still means we're here later.
I believe now we have Alex Hussey pitching, number 4 for New Brunswick. A late pitch and change with 2 outs in the game. The closer, Alex Hussey. And Bailey Craig behind me thinks we don't have any listeners. Let's liven up the Twitter and show her that we do have listeners at 12 o'clock at night, because this is an intense ball game in the 7th inning with 2 outs, score of 20 runs for New Brunswick, 6 for Ontario, and Annabelle Davies up to bat. Left-handed batter, Ontario. Alex Hussey ready to throw his first pitch. Delivery. And a strike on the outside. With runners in scoring position, a runner on second, a runner on third. Annabelle with some power. And there's the 3rd out, Nate.
There we have it. Thanks for Delaney.
That's the ball game, folks.
We're giving it the play-by-play. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Canadian Little League Championships from Memorial Field in St. John, New Brunswick. A live presentation of Belline Community 1, the leader of local sports webcasting in Atlantic Canada. Goodbye for now. My name is Nathan Belleville. I was your broadcaster for tonight. Alongside of me, Tommy Delaney, youngster of St. John, New Brunswick. Take care and have a good night. Final score, I don't even know it.
It was 20
to 5.
It was 20 to 6.
20 to 6. My bad.
Nate
Cough,
Belleville
cough.
falling asleep beside me.
All right, we're out of here.
Good
Good night.
Thanks.